Hey guys, welcome to today's video in which we're going to be looking at how to write essay introductions in IELTS Writing Task 2. There's some key components that we need to make sure we remember. Let's get right to it. So there are two fundamental things that we need to make sure we do in an introduction for an essay, whatever type of essay it is. First of all, we need to make the topic perfectly clear. When I read the introduction as an examiner or just someone reading the essay, it should be completely obvious to me when I read the introduction what the topic of this essay is. That's really, really important. There can't be any lack of clarity or ambiguity within that. Less vital, but still useful. If you're writing a discursive or an opinion essay, you can briefly mention your own opinion in the introduction as well. That's a nice thing to do, and then you expand out a bit in the main paragraphs. And the thing I really want to emphasize in this video is your introduction should state precisely which points will be discussed in the main paragraphs. And when I say precise, I mean precise. I don't mean that the introduction should say, this essay will look at the pros and cons, or this essay will look at different opinions. That's very generic. That's not really impressive for an examiner. Instead of writing, this essay will look at the pros and cons, you're actually going to say in the introduction which pros and cons your essay is going to look at. That's a big, big upgrade. That's really important. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So let's try an example. So our topic is many university students want to learn about different subjects in addition to their main subjects. Others feel it is more important to give all their time and attention to studying for their qualification. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, so the first thing we do in an essay is we make the topic clear. And the way we make the topic clear is we take what's in the test paper and we rearrange, we rephrase it, we paraphrase it, we make some changes. So I've written, well, some in tertiary education prefer to study a broad range of subjects. Tertiary education means university, basically. Others believe that focusing solely on the core components is more vital. So I've changed some words, I've changed the grammar a little bit, and I've kind of just repeated the idea that's been given to me in the test. And that's the best way to make the topic clear. Then because this is obviously an opinion essay, I'm going to briefly mention my own view. Without giving many details yet, though I do acknowledge the view that a wide range of knowledge is important for well-rounded personal development. I'm going to continue that thought in just a second, but notice I've used the word though, which obviously sets up a contrast here. Those used for contrasts. I believe that the competitiveness of the labour market, along with the additional challenges many students face, mean that it's more advisable to focus on modules that are key to your degree. So what have I done here? In these last couple of sentences, I have said precisely what the content of the main paragraphs is going to be. I'm going to be writing 3 main paragraphs in this essay. You'll see them in another video. And the topics of each of these main paragraphs are underlined here. So my first main paragraph is going to talk about why a wide range of knowledge is important. That's what we call a counter-argument. Again, I'll get to that in a different video. Then my second main paragraph is going to be about the competitiveness of the labour market. And then my third main paragraph is going to be mentioning additional challenges many students face. So I'm saying very, very clearly, this essay is going to talk about points A, B, and C. And then my main paragraphs are going to talk about points A, B, and C. And that is a huge upgrade. That is so much better than saying this essay will look at both sides of the topic. That's boring. It's kind of rubbish. You want to be really clear and precise. If you're writing the introduction and you're not quite sure what your main paragraphs are going to say yet, that's okay. Leave a space and come back to it. Once you know what your content is, come back and complete the introduction. But it's a huge, huge jump in quality if you can say precisely what the arguments or ideas are going to be in the main paragraphs, and then your main paragraphs discusses them. It's almost impossible to get a bad score if you manage to do that. And it's very, very impressive from an examiner's perspective. As always, if you need help with your IELTS in terms of preparation or evaluation, speaking and writing especially, hit me up an email or leave a comment below. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again soon.